In 2008, I was working on the Barack Obama campaign when I heard that Tim Russert had died. Although not quite 16 at the time, I was enough of a political junkie to see how his unexpected death at age 58 shook the political establishment. As the years went on, I came to see how deeply his death affected the American political media. It was never the same again. Russert, you see, may well have been the last objective journalist on network TV. When guests appeared on the show he hosted, Meet the Press, they expected a tough grilling, but a fair shake. This took some discipline on his part. He had moved into the political world as a top aide, first for Senator Daniel Patrick Moynihan, and later for Governor Mario Cuomo, both Democrats. For the 16 years Russert hosted Meet the Press, the show mattered. It has not mattered since. 4 years before his death, Tim Russert wrote a tribute to his father, also named Tim Russert, titled Big Russ and Me. Despite the book's unconventional subject matter, it was a #1 New York Times bestseller. I'm forever thankful that my father wrote Big Russ and Me. Luke Russert, the broadcaster's son, wrote in the preface of the book's 10th anniversary edition. Not just because it's a wonderful book, but for the more selfish reason that it has given me my father's playbook as I have embarked on my own life. In a sentence, Luke sums up why fathers matter. Good fathers write the playbooks for their sons, and good sons refine that playbook and pass it on to their sons. Tim Russert was both good son and good father. His tribute to his father is as clear and as comprehensive a paternal playbook as I have ever seen. As such, it makes a useful launching pad for me to describe my own experience as the son of a man who had many lessons to teach as well. Unlike in more static cultures, life in America is perpetually in flux. This makes the relationships between fathers and sons more challenging than they have been in other places and at other times. When I was an adolescent, the temperature was often turned up between me and my father. He saw me as a know-it-all. I saw him as, well, I'll hold that thought. As a father, Tim Russert needed some time to come to terms with the fact that your son is an independent person rather than a smaller version of you. A son's world is always going to be a little different from that of a father's, and a father has to respect that difference. At the same time, the father has to be the one who calls the shots. Pastor Evans talks about how he chafed under his father's restrictions. Like all sons from the immemorial, he wanted more freedom than his father was willing to grant. His father did not shy away from reminding him that as long as he lived in his parents' house, there were going to be limits to his freedom. I'm big dog. You're a little puppy, his father told him. Tony got the message. When I asked my Fox colleague, Mark Levin, what he learned from his father, he answers, I learned everything from my father and my mother. Although Russert grew up Catholic in Buffalo, and I Protestant in suburban Dallas, and Levin Jewish in Philadelphia, we share in the same Judeo-Christian ethos that has defined American culture since the founding. The most important lesson, Mark tells me, was to be a moral human being, to have integrity and honor, to respect people, particularly people who are less fortunate than you. Like Russert, I too bear my father's name. He is Lawrence Jones II. I, Lawrence Jones III. The lessons his father taught him are very much like the lessons my father taught me. The goal of our fathers, in both cases, was to mold us into men capable of navigating the world of opportunity every American boy faces. For many a father, it's not just about molding, but about making sure his sons can mold their own families when that time comes. It is about preserving the bloodline and the family name. Mark Levin agrees. If you're a man, if you have children and grandchildren, he tells me, they are your responsibility. That comes down from the ages. He adds, it is your job to teach your boy to become a man.